Okay, we should start with The Revenant, which stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, Lucas Haas, directed by Alejandro González Iñárritu.
I'm not gonna even try to correct you.
All right, that's good enough.
Yeah.
The guy who directed, Birdman, which won Best Picture last year, 21 Grams and Amaro Peros.
All very good movies.
Yes.
And looks like The Revenant is another one. 82% on the tomato meter. It's another one of those movies talked about with Oscar buzz with Leonardo DiCaprio. So with a person who can actually open a film, and Tom Hardy too, right?
Tom Hardy,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
I've seen Leonardo DiCaprio in films that I didn't think would open, but he was able to open them. So
Yeah, this movie, it's kind of a heavy movie. It's not
yeah,
a uplifting one. Like he plays a guy who is left for dead by his team member, right? Buried. He injured himself, got mauled by a bear, and then he's left for dead because he's injured. They don't want to carry him back to town, so they
mhm.
try to kill him off. And that group kills someone close to him, and he's out for revenge while trying to survive in the wilderness, tracking those people down. It's not going to be a happy ending. All right. It opened in limited, during the Christmas holidays, right? It has, I think, a theater average of 118,000.
That's pretty good.
In the second weekend, it's still like in four theaters. It's still around the same thing. Now, right now, it's in its third weekend and it's expanding wide.
What number are you putting it at?
I think probably in the, maybe 15 million ish range.
Yeah, 3,000 theaters. I'm thinking that too. The subject matter is kind of heavy. It doesn't seem like it would have the same kind of appeal as Wolf of Wall Street or Great Gatsby or Django Unchained.
Everything is kind of visceral, right? It's like the cold, the colors, winter. It's not a happy movie. It's not an uplifting movie. Not something that you want to feel right now.
Well, it is January, so
It is January, but you don't want to add to the feeling.
right, right,
At least
right.
that's what I think.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. If the movie does better than 15, I would be like, man, people would go and watch anything by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Normally, Leonardo DiCaprio, his choices are pretty good, I think.
Yeah, he
He
he,
doesn't.
he works with the best directors.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes,
So he works with great talent.
yes. And Inarritu is no slouch. I mean, his stuff are always
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
right?
that's true. Wow, I'm surprised the budget is 135 million.
Leonardo probably took about 20 of those.
Because the subject matter doesn't seem like a very mainstream subject matter that they would go, whoa, this movie is gonna make 200 million. I mean, if you're gonna you're gonna budget a film at 135 million, you're thinking this movie will make 200, 300 million. And
Well,
watching the trailers, I didn't think that it has that kind of mainstream appeal.
perhaps they know something that we don't.
Yeah, perhaps.
But I see it opening on Christmas weekend, right?
Mhm.
It did about like 474,000, right? And the second weekend, like New Year's Eve, it did about 415K. Who knows?
The screen averages have been amazing, though. 100,000 plus consistently. You know what? Maybe we might be underestimating it. I can see one weekend with a per screen average of 100,000 plus, but 2 weekends in a row is, very good. I might have to up my figure. You're going with 15. I might have to just up it to 25 million. I'll just go with a different number just so that something to argue with you about next week.
All right, all right. But like I said, I'm not surprised. I'm not going to be surprised if it made 25 because, hey, it is Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, right?
Yeah.
There is a market for
Right.
people who want to watch these heavy dramas.
Wow, it's also Rated R. A Rated R movie, 135 million budget. Man, I don't know what they're thinking here.
And 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, holy moly. Yeah, 2.5 hours long. Man, okay, I think I'm overestimating, but I'll stick with it. 25 million, you're 15 million. I think you're going to be more right than I am, though. I was originally going to agree with you.
We'll see next week and see how well it does.
It'll be interesting to see how well the Revenant does. But with
Yeah,
135 million budget, that kind of budget, you have to open it to 40 million range. And opening it in January means that they really don't have that much confidence in it. or very high prospects.
Yeah, either that or hey, it's a good time to release it because there's really nothing else going on at this time besides Star Wars. And I guess maybe it gives the movie space for people to discover it. Hey, you're gonna watch The Revenant or you're gonna watch The Forest.
All
I'm
right.
I'm gonna go with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy.
This is like the kind of movie where you think the studios, after looking at some data, would say, hey, no. Like 2.5 hours long, rated all, 135 million, a very heavy subject matter. You would think they would at least lower the budget some.
Yeah, but then you say, hey, Leonardo's interested in it. Tom Hardy's interested in it. Where do I sign up?
Yeah, and the
You
guy
know?
who just won an Oscar is
Yeah,
interested in it. Let's just give them whatever they want.
right, right. I mean, who knows? It might surprise us, right? This movie.
Yeah. What I thought Pan would surprise us. Pan was like, I mean, both of us were,
No,
yeah,
no.
both of us thought, yeah. I wasn't surprised, but when I saw the budget, I was like, wait a minute, they pour how much money into Pan? And I was like, well, with that much money, it has to at least open in the 50 million range. And even both of us were predicting way below that because both of us thought it was such an odd looking film.
right. And there's also the other movie, right, In the Heart of the Sea, which is Moby Dick. That one bombed too.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.